wherever you're at in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to the football show all time. So we're going to go through Tuesday games, what just went, and also the Wednesday games. So if you do support any team, feel free to come and join us over on X. More than merry. It's about 30 minutes long today, so we'll get these. I'll go through the results from Tuesday, and then we'll go through results Wednesday, and then we'll just talk about games. So if you feel free to come and join us. So we had Wimbledon 0, Cardiff 1, Huddersfield 2, Doncaster 0, Luton 1, Wigan 0, Mansfield 2, Blackpool 0, Northampton 0, Lincoln 1, Peterborough 0, Barnsley 1, Plymouth 0, Leyton Orient 1, Port Vale 1, Stevenage 2, Stockport 1, Bradford 2, Wickham 0, Exeter 1. Then we had Newport 0, Salford 1, Accrington Stanley vs Tranmere game got postponed due to Tranmere being in the EFL Cup. Bristol Rovers 0, Oldham 0, Cheltenham 1, Bromley 2, Colchester 1, Cambridge 2, Crawley 1, MK Dons 1, Fleetwood 1, Crewe 4, Gillingham 4, Chesterfield 1, Harrogate 1, Barrow 0, Swindon 0, Barnet 2, Walsall 0, Grimsby 1, and then the EFL Cup, Tranmere played Burton and Burton won on penalties. And then on Wednesday we had Bolton 1, Reading 1 in League 1, and we had Notts County 4, Shrewsbury 1 in League 2. And then National League, we had Aldershot 2, Eastleigh 3, Bournemouth Wood 2, Braintree 1, Forest Green 4, Sutton 0, Rochdale 4, Gateshead 0, Southend 0, York 0, Yeovil 2, Brackley 1. So, Haru, what was your thoughts on the Bradford game?
Bradford versus Stockport. Obviously, when I watched it on TV, but what a match that was. 1-0 down at half, but in the first half by Owen Moxon from Stockport. And then, we were playing like absolutely shy. I can tell you that for a fact. I think Jack could agree with me there. And you can agree with me there, Johnny and Lee. We were playing absolutely shockingly in the first half. But I think Graham's given right a good bollocking to the lads. But then second half, they were amazing. Swan put an equaliser in the 66th minute, and then Sarcevic, who obviously used to play for Stockport, scored the winner in the 78th minute, and then we cannot forget that save that Sam Walker did in the last kick of the game. And all Stockport fans thought it went over the line, but it didn't. But it was absolutely amazing that it was a comeback. We snatched it to 2-1 win. But obviously for the fans, it was thrilling, a perfect mix. And a statement win that shows our team is hungry for promotion, and we are ready to make some more noise this season, so that's all I've got to say for that game.
Jack?
Yeah, I massively agree with Haroon there. I thought we were either going to draw or lose against Stockport, to be honest with you. Bradford shocked me massively. First half, like Haroon said, we were playing absolutely crap. We just couldn't keep the ball. Stockport should have been 3-4-0 up, in my opinion. But I said to my auntie at the start of the game, because I watched it on TV, that I would have taken the draw, but we obviously got 3 points. Then I did say that we needed to make substitutions at half time. We had to bring Pato on and we had to bring Swan on. As soon as we brought them on, we changed the game in the second half. It shocked me how Stockport had such a good half in the first 45 minutes, but then as soon as they came out in the second 45 minutes, they just looked like they fell off and fallen asleep. The two goals, obviously Swan scoring the first one and then Sarcevic scoring the second. And then obviously, like Haroon said, Mr. Sam Walker in the goal made an absolute save just to keep us with the 3 points. I'm quite proud of the lads, and we can tell that we're fighting. We just have that hunger to just fight for 3 points instead of just the one. But yeah, overall, I'm actually quite proud.
Lee?
Yeah, what can I say? Game of two halves is a bit of an understatement, really, isn't it? First half, I think some of our players were still on bus. They just didn't seem, we were 5 yards away from them instead of a yard. It was just, I can't understand why we stood off them instead of getting in the face. I should think what happens if we do that again at home. We need to keep doing what we've been doing in games up to now. Up to now, we've been in the face. We've been a yard off their players. We've frightened them to death. We've intimidated them. Maybe we've run out of steam a little bit. Maybe he said, take it easy. I don't know what Alexander's... I'm sure he didn't say stand 5 yards away from them like some of us were doing. Second half, back to normal. Normal service has been resumed. Great goal from Swan. What a ball from... what he got ball in for him? Was it Humphries that put ball in for him? Great ball anyway, whoever put it in. It might have been Nerfel, I can't remember offhand. I was just overjoyed to see Swan score again. He'll get some goals, that kid. And, well, what can you say? Sasovic's goal, an absolute peach. And I felt for him because, you know, he didn't celebrate, did he? But he looked like he really wanted to let rip. But
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Credit to him, you know, he held his peace, and what a goal. What a goal to win any game. The save, Super Sam Walker, what can you say? Superlatives all the way. Absolutely spot on, that man. What a game he had. The goal, he couldn't do anything with that. I don't think he likes diving to his left, to be fair. But I don't think it would have
Doesn't look like it, does it? He's scared to dive left.
Yeah, he looks that way, doesn't he? But he, you know, he's made great saves to left as well, so maybe he just got his feet, maybe he was a yard off away from where he thought he should be. But what, good goal, good header. Not what he could do about that. Not his fault at all. He had a great game, an absolute wow of a game, and that's what you want from your keeper at the back, because he kept us in that game 110%. He really did. Great game. Thoroughly enjoyed the watch in the second half. Want to impress him first. That will to win from a Bradford team is well and truly back.
So with the game, I thought Bradford was a bit poor. The first half. Obviously the goal we conceded were poor. I just don't think we defended it very well. Bobby Poynton and I think Metcalf had a bit of a crap game. To be fair, that's why I think they got substituted at half time. Brought on Will Swan and was it Sass who came on?
Will Pato.
Who came on at half time. And they made a difference. Will Swan scoring 4 minutes in, I think it was, after he came on. And then the Sasovic goal, but the defending, like football fans saying, was amazing. That. First half, I don't think it was very good defending, but then second half, they did step up to the plate and they did play very well. Curtis Tilt is an absolutely man-mounting tank, and I'm glad we've bought him. He does very well in defensive positions. The Walker save, I don't have a clue where that came from. It's like in the ground, it looked like it were a goal from where we were. It even came on the scoreboard goal. But then looking at the replay and stuff on Facebook, on Twitter was very good. Robbie, defence wasn't the issue first half. It was our midfielder. Nowhere to be seen. Yeah, agree with you there, Robbie. So probably Metcalf, I thought, shouldn't have been placed there since the start. I know he played immense against Blackburn, but I don't think he deserved a start against Stockport. I just don't think he was good enough. And if anyone else feels like they want to join, Charlie, if you want to head over, feel free to search for Chickens on Loose podcast and come along, talk about Doncaster and how you got on. So just on about Stockport again there. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but where is it? That one. So obviously Stockport tweeted out after the game, they lost 2-1. And then basically Bradford City fans have come and invaded it, with stuff like, where are we? You've been pecked by the chicken and stuff like that. A couple of memes. But it's reached 5.4 million views. And it's like, that's massive. Alex, opinion on the Bantams going to the Championship. We'll get there in a minute. Robbie, if you do want to come and join, feel free. So, Haru, Jack, or Lee, have you seen any highlights of any other games?
I've seen a bunch. I was watching a lot of the games on that Tuesday night, and I did watch the Burton vs Tranmere game on Wednesday, and the Notts County vs Shrewsbury game.
And what was your thoughts on them games?
Mostly from on that Tuesday night, Huddersfield was 2-0 against Doncaster. Huddersfield played really good. I think they're going to be pushing for promotion. They are the early promotion favourites, aren't they? Huddersfield, Doncaster barely threatened them, to be honest with you. And that's all I've got to say about that game. What else? It was Wimbledon versus Cardiff. Cardiff came away. Classic smash and grab. Wimbledon had the territory, but Cardiff were basically their experience shown through the gaps of Wimbledon's defence and managed to get a 1-0 win. With Luton versus Wigan, it was tight and tense, but Luton managed to edge it after losing to Bradford. It wasn't pretty, but ugly wins are the ones that could have for promotion chases. But then we had obviously Mansfield versus Blackpool, 2-0 to Mansfield. Mansfield, once again, they were excellent. They were aggressive, energetic, and clinical. Blackpool just looked flat, really. Mansfield play like this. I've got a feeling that they might survive in League One if they're lucky enough. Northampton 0, Lincoln City 1. Another 1-0 for Lincoln. Northampton just lacked spark in the final third. Lincoln looked quietly. Lincoln will look like they will rise quietly up the rack for results-wise. Peterborough United 0, Barnsley 1. It was a big one. The Posh are usually strong at home, but Barnsley managed to nick it in a disciplined win that will boost their belief, because Barnsley have been lacking a bit, and then again it's Yorkshire based, so they have been going strong after that Plymouth game. They will be. Port Vale 1, Stevenage 2. That was a funny ass game, to be honest, because Port Vale were 1-0 up in the first half until I think about that the 80th minute, and then Stevenage managed to smack 2 goals in to steal the win off Port Vale. They did battle Port Vale, but Stevenage were just more sharper and more ruthless. We've already talked about Bradford versus Stockport, but Wickham 0, Exeter 1. Another away win for Exeter. They were organised. Wickham frustrated. A familiar story on them. Are we going to go on to League 2? Or do you want to let everyone else have a chance of League 1 games?
I'm going to get Michael in, who's a Rochdale fan. And Michael, are you there, bud?
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm there.
So, Michael, you played Gateshead and you won 4-0. Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I went. Gateshead just don't look all that anymore. Like, since last season when we played them, they looked really well and well organised. It was hard to break down and everything. The only thing keeping them from 4 or 5 was their keeper. He was their best player, their keeper. Well, sorry, 5 or 6, because we won 4-0. But yeah, their keeper were quite good. I thought he was their better player last night. Apart from that, there was nothing coming forward from Gateshead. Defensively, they were poor. Midfield was poor. But I think the only chance that I remember him getting, well, they had 2. They had Harry Chapman, and then they had that Dom Telford chance, but both went wide. They weren't really that good. They were we were just clinical last night. On the ball, off the ball. Ryan East were great last night. He was a machine last night, Ryan East.
What about what?
Ryan East, brilliant last night.
So who would you say your man of the match was for Rochdale?
It's between 2. Manny Disarue and Devante Rodney, because they were both really good. Holding up the play, obviously scoring. Manny D's one of those. He's he's your complete striker. He scores the goals. He gets back and wins the ball. He just holds the ball really, really well. Considering we didn't have that last year when we had Cairo Mitchell, who couldn't do nothing.
So looking at the league, you've played 3 games, you've won 3, you've got a goal difference of +7 and you're on 9 points.
Yep.
So how's your team been playing in the last couple of games? Have you seen them on telly? Have you been there?
I've been pretty much. I ain't gone to the other one I didn't go was Wealdstone, but not Wealdstone. Sorry, Boreham Wood. But we looked really good against Boreham Wood. From what I saw, the Altrincham game, just. You can clearly see that they're missing Regan Linney and Alex Newby because they didn't even look all that. We have our keeper for 17 years old, I must say, and all he's very, very, very good. A very good keeper. Just wish we can get him on a permanent now, but that's trying to get him off Man City, innit?
So anything else you want to talk about Rochdale?
I just want to say I think this year we're actually challenging for top 3. We're not gonna mess about this year because I thought Carlisle would have steamrolled pretty much everyone they played. They didn't look all that good against Solihull, and same with Boreham Wood. And then considering Mark Hughes isn't even there on Saturday because he's got family commitment or something to do with that, so they ain't even got him. So I don't know what's going on down there. And York, they've looked pretty poor, considering that they were supposed to be up there with us as well.
So Robbie's asked, how's East?
He looked like he wasn't there in the first game. He looked like he played a bit poor the first game. Altrincham, he picked up pace, and then he did really well last night. He was really, really good last night on and off the ball.
Did you play Stockport the other day? Yeah, Ben, we did. We played Stockport the other day and we won 2-1. So if anyone else wants to join, feel free, head over to the Chickens on the Loose podcast on X and come and talk about your club. Blackburn lad, fair play beating us in the cup. You did a job on us. If you want to come and talk about it, Blackburn lad, feel free. Robbie's asking Michael a question. Is Hutchinson still bench start for Dale?
Henderson. If he's on about Henderson, he didn't get on the bench last night, but he always gets on the bench. He always comes on about 70th minute. They bring him on.
Robbie, you on about Henderson or?
Yeah.
Put Hutchinson here. I don't know if he's misspelled something.
Probably on about Henderson.
And how's he getting on for you? Because I remember he went to Salford, didn't he? And did he do well at Salford?
Brian Barry Murphy practically got rid of everyone. Everyone who was half decent for us that season. Brian Barry Murphy just released them all from the contracts and gave one of the worst players I can say I've ever seen. Gave him another 2 years, and then literally the next day after that, he resigned from his job and got the job at Man City doing coaching with the under-23s, and now he's somehow swindled his way into Cardiff, and I don't even think I don't rate him at all from his time with us. He was poor. We should have finished mid-table that year, and he got us relegated with 10 wins, one win at home all season, and we didn't even deserve to win that game.
That's what my next question was. My next question we're going to ask you about, obviously, BBM has joined Cardiff, and when you were on this podcast a couple of weeks back, and basically he said he wasn't good enough. Is it because of the players he had? He wasn't good enough? Because look at Cardiff now. He's got Cardiff second. They've played 4 games, 10 points, and they've won, drawn, won last couple of games. So do you think it because he's not had the right people?
We had I would say that season we didn't have a challenging side for anything, but we shouldn't have got relegated. We should have been. What let us down that season was the draw again, the late penalty given, and we drew with Wimbledon, and then drawing with Peterborough. I think they won the league that year, drawing with them, giving them a late penalty. It was like a low end side of League One that we shouldn't have got relegated. Considering Wigan started on a point deduction, and we ended up beating them at their place 5-0. You would have thought, we're gonna do it this year and stay up like we always used to do, just stay up by about 2 points. Nope, he got us relegated. And then when it came to the release and retain list, You look at all the good names he got rid of, like he got rid of Callum Camps, players like that. He just told them, leave, go. And then kept on a few, gave contracts to 2 players who I wouldn't have even given another contract. One of them's Matt Doan, legend of the club, but I wouldn't have gave him another 2 years. I would have let him go. And he ended up giving him 2 years, and then gave Stephen Dooley another 2 years, and then literally mutually terminated his contract the next, about 3 days later, and then left the club. And then we ended up appointing someone else who was arguably just as bad as BBM, and now we've ended up where we are.
With this manager, it looks like he's doing well for you.
Yeah,
who's in charge of Cardiff these days? Rochdale these days.
Jim McNulty is our manager now. They gave him.
It seems like he started off well there.
Yeah, he was an ex-player, so it's like they gave him the interim job, and then they ended up just going down the cheaper route and taking him on.
So before we get to Haru, who's got his hand up, one last question for you, Michael. Dale for top 2 this season? That's from Robbie.
Top 3, I still think Carlisle can bring it round, and York should really be going up there as well, considering they got 90 odd points last season. So I reckon top 3, and I'd be happy with top 3.
So looking at National League table, so there's the top 7 is yourself, Rochdale, Waidstone, Forest Green Rovers, Southend, Hartlepool, Scunthorpe, then Carlisle, and then at the bottom there's Morecambe, who's not played any games, Aldershot, working 9 to 5, and then Truro City.
Truro, yeah.
So do you think York and Carlisle are going to sneak up there?
York and Carlisle will sneak up. Wealdstone will have the biggest drop of them all, and they always end up like 20th, like near the bottom. Last year they stayed up on final day, so they're not going to be up there much longer. They're not all that. I think Woking and Aldershot they'll do all right, and they'll stay up. I see them going further up, Aldershot and Woking. Morecambe will be in and around there, considering their situation. And Truro, I think they're set for bottom of the league anyway.
Haru, you had your hand up?
Oh yeah, Robbie's already taken my question. I was going to say to Mike, you're pushing for promotion this season, mate.
We should be with the squad we've got. I reckon we should be, because considering we've got, I would say, one of the best strikers in this division, and it's improvement on last year. So, and yeah, I reckon we should be top 3 minimum.
Yeah,
you got your hand up, Lee?
Come on, get off. Yep, I'm here. It wouldn't go off, wouldn't the red thing? Yeah, I've just got a question. How do we think, as a group, that Morecambe are going to do in this National League? Apparently they've only still got 5 players, so I'm just wondering, when they start playing, is some of their older players going to be welcome back, or what? They've sacked Adams, which, well, it's about all he deserves, isn't it, half the time? But had to get that one in, didn't I?
So Morecambe are currently bringing in players.
The manager's, what is he, 20 years old, 30 years old, is he, the manager?
Yeah, their manager's 30. His last couple of jobs, he's
currently the youngest manager in English Football League, apparently.
Yes, yeah, they got him in because I think it was because they wanted a Sikh manager. I think it's something to do with that, and that's why they brought him in. Got him from...
Well, they've actually said that is the case, but he has coached with the absolute elites.
Yeah, he was with Fabregas and Colo Torre.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Brendan Rodgers.
So
they picked up a thing or two. Do we think Morecambe are capable? Sorry, Johnny. Do we think they're capable of getting into that top 3 and possibly forcing promotion back to the league?
No, I think
we know Morecambe of old.
I think they'll stay in National League for one season, then the next season, after they've had a revamp with this season, next season they'll full on push for promotion.
They're meant to be getting some guy from Eastleigh tonight, and they're meant to be signing Joe Coleman for the goalkeeper spot, apparently.
So
we'll learn that when it comes out then.
In the last couple of hours, yesterday, they signed... Oh my God, this is going to be eventful. I do apologise if I do butcher names. If you're regular to this podcast, I do butcher names left, right and centre. But they've signed Mo Sagar. They've brought him in. They have brought in who's this guy? Harrison.
Yeah, the number 9 they brought in, apparently, according to others, he's not that good. They got one from Cardiff, didn't they?
Yeah.
This guy's from NIFL Premiership side, Larney FC.
So he's from Northern Ireland.
Yeah, and he's bought in.
Lan.
So it's Pan. Oh my God, I'm just going to call him Pan. Panayiotou. They've brought him in.
I'm for sorry now. I thought you were saying Panathan. I got red.
And then they brought in Raheem Conte.
The only one I know there is
correctly.
the only one I know
He's
is Mo Sangar.
He's from Cardiff Youth.
Yeah, the only one we should all know is Mo Sangar because he played. I think he was on loan or something to do with Accrington Stanley when they had John Coleman.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's where I can remember.
They still got that Songo, I think his name is Jan Songo, whatever. I think
Jan Songo, bloody hell.
Yeah.
Did he play for Bradford, Jan Songo?
He did.
Yeah, I thought he did.
But he were nailed to Adams' hip, wasn't he? So
Yeah.
surprised he's still there with Adams gone, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sign pen. Right. I don't know where to
Can
go
I
with
just
this now.
say, I'm glad that Morecambe have survived. That's a win-win.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad that Markham has survived as well.
So with Markham, obviously, they brought in the new manager, Sikh manager. I think he's the first Sikh manager in all the leagues.
Yeah, he is.
I think, did he manage up, I
have a feeling he managed Norwich.
as far as I know, he managed as the B team at Notts County. He was
He's the defender.
Yeah, he was in the academy at Leicester, and he went Como. He was at Como with Cesc Fabregas, and he was assistant manager or something with Colo Torre for 10 games at Wigan before they both got the boot.
cheers, Michael. I've just got this.
Now they've turned to be an actual manager.
Markham have agreed a deal to sign former Eastleigh defender Ludwin Frantiteta. Oh, no.
Yeah, he put a tweet out earlier.
Ludwig Franchiletti. There you go, Johnny.
Yeah.
What's funny, I follow Sports Peter Zero as well. That's funny.
So is anyone else anything on Markham?
Just that I'm glad that they survived. Just glad that they survived to finally Punjab Warriors come in, got the club from Jason Whittingham. And yeah, good luck to Markham. Have a revamp this season, then next season, push for promotion.
I think they appointed their old chairman. I think they got Rob Taylor, whatever his name was, back on board. So I think that's good for him.
Yeah, I'll go for it. As long as Jason Whittingham's got nothing to do with the club anymore, that's fine.
He needs blacklisting from ever getting his hands on anything.
Yeah, he's going to be blacklisted for buying any other football club ever again.
He did the same with a rugby club. He killed them off, and then he tried it with Morecambe, but he sold them.
Yeah. He needs to be blacklisted from every rugby club that he can buy. He needs to be blacklisted from them and also football clubs.
They've got a game on Saturday in Morecambe, and they got Saturday Monday because we play Saturday Monday, so I'm assuming they're playing Saturday Altrincham
Yeah.
Play Altrincham on telly. First game, so that'll be a good one for them.
So what's everyone's thoughts on Sheffield Wednesday?
I just think Series killed them. Chancery's ruining their club, and there's no way. I've heard that Chancery has till some point, like November or something, when someone comes in and pretty much accepts the first bid. That's what I've heard, but I don't doubt it. I reckon Chancery's waiting to just kill them off. He doesn't care. Like when he's
Chancery's Jason Whittingham, mate. Chancery's another Jason Whittingham.
Apparently, the Sheff Wednesday fans are not going to the cup game. I think it's against Leeds, whoever it's against. They're boycotting that game because it's lining his.
It's Peterborough. It's Peterborough.
Whoever they're playing in the cup, they're boycotting it because it's like.
Is it Peterborough? At least.
Not sure, but it lines his pockets, so I wouldn't want to go to that game if I was a Wednesday fan. I wouldn't even walk in that ground. I won't go anywhere knowing that it can line his pockets to keep him in longer. Horrible, man.
I've been listening to the TalkSport, and they've been on about the fans are planning to throw teddy bears onto the pitch, I think, at the 10th minute. And all them teddies are going to go to, I think, a children's hospital in Sheffield.
I saw another one saying that the supporters trust said something about if you're planning to go to the cup game, don't do it and donate that money you were going to spend on a ticket to charity instead of lining Chansiri's pockets.
Yeah. Because all Chansiri wants is more money, because what he wants to do is wait for someone to basically buy the club for more than it's actually worth. He wants double the money that he's paid for the club, which is never going to happen.
I think it's time FA got the foot in the door there and just said this is what's going to happen.
Like, they got a bit too late with Morecambe.
He's holding the whole club to ransom, and it's
they won't do that though. The FA
Morecambe
don't
managed to get their situation started at the last minute. This cannot happen with Chef Wednesday, because don't get me wrong, even though we don't support Chef Wednesday, but the thing is, no club deserves this. Like what I said with Morecambe, no club deserves an owner like Jason Wingham, no club deserves an owner like Chansiri. What Chansiri needs to do is sell the club off, because Sheffield Wednesday is it's an historic club. It's a good club, and it's got a massive history and massive legacy. And what Chansiri is trying to do is just destroy that completely.
Yeah, he is ruining. There were tweets out I saw it a few times where fans have found him on like LinkedIn and messaged him and stuff and told him to sell the club.
Yeah, my mate Dwayne, who's a Chef Wednesday fan, he's done that and all.
Yeah, he said to some of the fans, okay, if you can find me a buyer, I'll sell. If you can pay for the club, I'll sell. Like when he tried getting him to pay that first fine he ever got, he tried getting the fans to pay for the fine because he weren't going to pay for it.
Exactly, like, why should the fans feel responsible to pay for fines that you're supposed to pay? Don't get the fines in the first place, it's simple.
Don't buy a club if you can't run it financially in the future.
I was just going to say, how can anybody expect to own a club and have absolutely nobody's on their side? It's just wrong what he's done.
Exactly.
It's just totally wrong.
All I'm saying, Lee, imagine this was Bradford City and it was like Stefan Rupp that was doing this to us. Holy God.
We have been through that.
We have been through that more than once.
We have been there, and we've done that.
We have.
I know, but imagine
more than once.
Imagine in this day and age it was happening. Do you know what I mean? There'd be riots in Bradford for that.
And then we've also got Shrewsbury Town as well. I think there have been issues there. The managing director, I think, got sacked he walked the other day. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. I'll find that in a minute using Google. So what's everyone's thoughts on the Shrewsbury situation?
For my opinion on the Shrewsbury situation, you knew it all went wrong when they had, this manager, Gareth Ainsworth, and he promised them he'd stay and help them get back up. And then he went to Gillingham. Gillingham's not a really exciting project really going on down there. It's just, Michael Appleton as well is not a good appointment. Michael Appleton, everywhere he's gone, I don't think when was the last time you can look at what he's done and he's done anything good? Got sacked by Charlton, got sacked by Blackpool, and he's going to inevitably get sacked by Shrewsbury, because how can you, no disrespect to Tranmere because they've been really good, but how can you go to places like Tranmere who were absolutely pants last season and then get beat 4-1, 4-0, whatever it was, and then get beat
4-1
get beat every single week. It's just, I heard that they were getting a buyer or something to do with getting sold, and then it got messed all about, and now I don't even know what's going on with it. But that their clubs.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've got a feel like it's just one of them ones, like it's just like it's all messed up over there.
Them and Cheltenham, the sleepwalking straight out of the Football League.
Yeah.
Especially when you need a striker at clubs like that and Cheltenham and stuff, and you end up getting like Lee Angle as your main target man up front, and he couldn't do nothing at Morecambe.
Yeah.
He didn't do out for us.
Exactly. Do you know what I felt like when we went to Morecambe? I feel like it was all our old players just playing for Morecambe, like Jan Songo, Lee Angle, and all them ones.
Henry?
Yeah, that's what
it's because they like to follow Derek Adams, that's why.
Exactly.
Going back to Morecambe then quickly, obviously with all this, Derek Adams got sacked, or got relieved of his duties, shall we say. Do you feel sorry for Derek Adams?
I do.
No.
Not a
Well,
chance.
it's 50-50 to be honest. It's 50-50.
Not one iota.
But mostly, I don't feel bad. But then there's just a little bit. But mostly, I don't feel bad for the ball.
I feel bad because he had the chance to walk out of there and he chose to stick by and stay. And
That's what I'm on about. Exactly. Like he wanted to stay and help out with the club. Didn't he pay for
He paid-
someone's rent?
he paid one of his staff members' rent because they couldn't.
That's what I was saying. He paid for one of his staff members' rent, which he shouldn't have to do because that's the club is supposed to pay the staff. But
Yeah, exactly. Poorly run.
and that's the only reason why I kind of feel bad that Derek Adams got the sack because he could have had the chance to walk and he didn't because he had passion for the club. He wanted to stay and
Derek
help the club out.
Adams, right? Just let me say, Derek Adams is an egomaniac. He cannot abide failure. So he will try and keep things together even though it's crumbling round his ears. He will always get a job back up in Scotland or wherever. Maybe he might go to Ireland. Who knows where he'll go. He'll always stay in football. Because he is, bottom line, a decent manager, whether you love him or hate him, and I particularly hate him. Because he didn't
I don't like him.
for Bradford. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he'll always get a job. And fair play to him if he paid somebody's rent, you know.
Callie on
They're
TikTok
in a
wants to
bad
send him back to
situation.
Scotland. First class.
That's where I think he should go. Back to Scotland.
If he gets
It
another,
won't surprise me though if it ends up at another non-league
I'll
team.
pay for him for myself.
if he ends up anywhere, he'll end up in the Football League. I reckon if he ends up anywhere in the Football League, though, he's ending up at like your Cheltenhams or your Shrewsburys because it's going all wrong.
Cheer up, Debbie Adams.
Yeah.
He's going to go somewhere where it's turning up all wrong, and if he ends up,
Or he might go somewhere in National League. He might go somewhere down in National League or something.
if he's going to the National League, the only sides I can see, he won't go to the bottom half side.
He has got a massive knack of being able to turn a mediocre club into challengers. Really.
He got Morecambe promoted through the playoff final versus Newport, weren't it? Or something towards that.
Yeah.
Got him to League One.
He's obviously a talented manager. He's just complete ass.
Yeah.
He got Morecambe punching above their weight, miles above their weight, and he got him Tottenham away, and had got him dreams like Wembley. Most managers, you don't a lot of smaller clubs. You don't tend to see smaller clubs like Morecambe going to Wembley. You see like your bigger, like your Bradfords and all that sort of stuff. All that. Not Morecambe.
Anyone got any last words on Derek Adams?
Yeah, goodbye.
Goodbye, good luck, wherever you end up.
Right, heading now to the last 15 minutes or so. Michael, do you want to chat about, shout about, vent about anything?
The thing I wanted to say is I reckon, obviously, in a lot of the Football League next year, because the way things are going, we look dangerous. We look if we're beating a team like Gateshead, who normally, since we've come down, have been challenging for playoffs and missing out last season on the final day, missing out the season before due to issues with the council and the leasing of the ground, whatever it was, then we look dangerous. That's all I can say.
Haru?
About nothing really. Just all fans that were saying that it was a goal on that Tuesday night. It wasn't a goal on Tuesday night. It was on the line. If it was over the line, yes, it was a goal. But if it was even on the line, that's not a goal. Sam Walker managed to save that lastminute.com, and it was on the line, so it does not count as a goal. Bradford did win that fair and square. No one got robbed. I can tell you that for a fact. And yeah, I'm pretty sure now. Just roll on Peterborough and roll on Stoke. That's all I've got to say, Johnny.
Jack?
One thing I can say to that is his hand was on the line. The ball was grabbed into his chest. That ball never even hit the line, I don't think.
Oh, did it not?
I've seen it on slow
Even
motion.
better than no one can say Stockport got robbed then.
They didn't. The ball never went over the line. Didn't even look like being anywhere near.
Because I thought it went onto the line, do you know what I mean?
It was his glove. He's got a big white glove. If you watch it in slow motion, it's his glove. And he pulls it back. Didn't even hit the line.
There we go. You heard it from Lee here. Stockport never got robbed.
Jack?
Yeah, I do actually. Obviously, I wasn't on the podcast on Monday, I'd just like to say that the Luton fan and the two Bradford City fans that were being racist to either stewards or players, I think you should hold your head down because you're a disgrace and there's no room for racism. There's no need for it. And I think you need your head wobbling because 51-year-old Luton fan making gestures to a coloured player is just bang out of order. And obviously that needs sorting out. And there's no need for racism at all.
Should never be allowed in a football ground again, or any other sport.
Like the Liverpool fan who got banned, he's been banned from every ground in the UK for racism, so do the same with them three.
Yeah, I remember I was there at that Bournemouth game. Just one more thing, right? People on Facebook, Twitter, before that Luton game actually, was saying it was Luton, I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Tommy Robinson FC versus the derogative words for Muslim.
We're going to move on, guys. We're going to move on.
Yeah.
Because we've given it enough airtime. That's it. Lee, do you want to chat about, vent about anything?
Yeah, I can't make up my mind what I want for my tea today again. Sorry. No, I haven't got on to vent about, no.
So, my vent, I've got a buy one, get one free vent. So, obviously coming back from the Stockport game, I wanted to find out how other teams went on, and I started listening to TalkSport on the radio, and they're just banging on about that Isak all the time. So that pissed me off a little bit, where there's other things going on apart from this Isak situation. And then I know I've ranted and raved about it before. It's ITV and the highlight show. ITV do not seem to care about League One and League Two football. When the Championship is not on, they don't even bother showing the highlights, so that would piss me off a little bit. With the Championship, obviously when Championship's on, they do show everything, like on Saturday at 9 o'clock, they'll show everything. But when the Championship doesn't play, there's not a single highlight on ITV about it. They put on the Twitter the other day with South scoring highlights on ITV. I checked the TV guide, nothing on. It pissed me off big time. So that's my vent. Right. Is anyone else? There's anything we want to chat about, vent about anything?
Yeah, I'll say this. Try putting on, if you're from round here, you put on BBC Radio Manchester. All they ever go on about on there is Dave Challoner's Stockport, or whatever's going on with Bolton Wanderers, and they have Phil Brown and Keithville on every single... No disrespect to Keithville, because I love him for what he did at Dale, but every time we could win about 5-0, they wouldn't have a peep to say. They'd go on about Dave Challoner's Stockport, or whatever's going wrong at Bolton, and the occasional Wigan. And if Oldham do anything half decent, if Oldham get a 0-0 draw with someone who's challenging, all you never hear really about Dale. You always hear about Bolton and Stockport and Wigan. And apart from that, nothing.
You've just brought something up for me. Look north. Get your facts right. Bradford City is in Yorkshire. It's a Premier team and we're going places. And you're not mentioning a bloody thing. And it pisses me off. There you go, there's my rant.
Right, well, I've got you all here. We're going to go through Championship, and we're going to leave League One till tomorrow, but we'll do League Two, and if we've got time, National League. So Saturday's games start for the Championship, and I just want who wins. I don't need to go into detail, I just want who wins. So starting off with Charlton, Leicester. Michael, who do you think's going to win?
Leicester.
Haru?
Leicester City.
Jack?
Leicester.
DJ Lee.
Gotta be Leicester.
Callie thinks Leicester. Hull, Blackburn, and these these three games are actually at 12:30 kickoff, live on Sky. So Hull, Blackburn. I think Hull are going to win that, because I know Blackburn have been playing crap recently. Michael?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Hull. After that late winner against Oxford, I reckon we'll do Blackburn.
So before we get to Haru, Ashley thinks Leicester's going to win. Then Sean's saying Hull. Stitch is Ashley again saying Hull. And Callie's saying Hull. Haru?
Hull's victory all the way.
Jack?
Hull.
DJ Lee?
I've got to say Hull too. Keep it in Yorkshire, why not?
Then we've got Swansea, Watford. I think Swansea is going to win that. Michael?
Swansea win that one.
Haru?
Just repeat the game again, Johnny.
Swansea, Watford.
Oh, Swansea all the way. Sorry, but it has to be.
Jack?
Swansea.
DJ Lee?
Swansea.
Sean thinks Watford. Callie thinks Swansea. Next game up is Birmingham, Oxford. Birmingham High Flyers. And Oxford who've basically just got a new stadium soon. I think Birmingham are going to win that. Michael?
Birmingham, 100% Birmingham. No way Oxford beat Birmingham.
Haru?
Bloody Stansfield's team.
Jack?
If you know, you know.
Birmingham.
DJ Lee?
Yep.
Jasper Carrots, Birmingham, isn't it?
What I like doing about this on TikTok, we get quite a few different people's opinions on stuff. So Callie thinks Burnham's going to win. Ashley thinks Oxford's going to win. And Sean thinks Brummies are going to win. Right, next game. Yeah.
Gordon.
Coventry versus QPR. I think I'm going to go for a draw on that. Michael?
Coventry.
Haru?
Queen's Park Rangers.
Jack?
Mr. Frank Lampard.
DJ Lee?
I've got to go for Coventry on this one. I just think they'll have too much for my favourite other club, QPR.
So, Callie thinks Coventry's going to win. Ashley thinks it's going to be a draw. Right, we've got Norwich versus Middlesbrough. I'm going to go Middlesbrough. I think is going to win that. Michael?
Middlesbrough.
Haru?
Borough to all my Borough mates out there.
Jack?
Norwich.
DJ Lee?
Middlesbrough, like.
Callie thinks Borough are going to win. Sean thinks it's going to be a draw.
Borough.
Then we
Borough.
have got Preston, Ipswich. I think Ipswich is going to win that. Put my teeth back in. Michael?
Yeah, even though Preston had a right good game against Leicester, I still think Ipswich.
Stitch thinks it's going to be a draw. Callie thinks Ipswich. Sean thinks Preston. Haru?
Oh, Preston.
Jack?
Preston.
DJ Lee?
PNE, Preston North End.
Then we've got Sheffield United versus Millwall. And a bit of a tough game. I think that's going to be a draw. Michael?
Yeah, I think a draw with that one.
Haru?
Same again, draw.
Jack?
It'll be a tough game.
Millwall.
DJ Lee?
Sheffield United.
Sean thinks Millwall.
Come on the Blades.
Ashley thinks Millwall. Southampton, Stoke. And I think Southampton win that, and I hope Stoke get quite a few injuries. I know it sounds bad, but I hope they do. Michael?
Obvious reason, though.
Yeah,
Yep.
Southampton will beat Stoke, surely.
Haru?
Obviously, you want Stoke to get some injuries because we play them. But it has to be Southampton.
Jack?
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to say Stoke.
DJ Lee?
I'm going to say draw.
Sean
I'll
thinks
sit on
Stoke.
fence.
Sean thinks Stoke. Callie thinks Stoke. Ashley thinks Southampton. We've got West Brom, Portsmouth. Oh, bloody hell. I think Portsmouth are going to win that. Michael?
I think West Brom.
Haru?
Pompey.
Jack?
Pompey.
DJ Lee?
No, the Pompey.
Callie thinks Portsmouth. Sean thinks West Brom. Last but not least, Wrexham, Sheffield Wednesday. Wrexham, the high spenders, versus Sheffield Wednesday, who are pretty poor, so it's like rich versus poor. But I think Sheffield Wednesday is going to win this. And I think people probably think I'm wrong in the head, but they're struggling a little bit. It might give them motivation. Michael?
I'm only going with Wrexham because Sheffield Wednesday apparently have both of their keepers out for several weeks, so Wrexham.
Callie thinks Wrexham. Ashley thinks Wrexham. Sean thinks Sheffield Wednesday. Haru?
It's got to be Phil Parkinson inside.
Jack.
It's going to be a draw from me.
DJ Lee.
Wrexham. I think Sheffield have too many problems.
So we're going to miss out League One. So if you do want to hear everyone's predictions for League One, come and join us tomorrow at 6 o'clock live on here. So we'll be talking about Bradford City,
Be there or be
match
square.
and League One. So we're going to quickly go now through League Two because I don't think we'll have time to do National League. We've got about 10 minutes. So Newport MK Dons. I think MK Dons is going to win this. Michael.
MK Dons.
Haru.
MK franchise.
Jack.
It's going to be a draw from me.
DJ Lee.
The Wombles of Wimbledon Common.
Callie's correctness is kicked in. She thinks Milk's going to win it. Sean thinks draw. Albie thinks MK Dons. Ashley thinks MK Dons. Right. You've all done MK Dons, haven't you?
Yep.
Yeah, right. Walsall, Salford. I think Salford are going to beat FC Bottle Jobs. Michael.
Salford.
Haru.
Salford's easily going to beat the FC Bottle Jobs.
Jack.
Salford.
DJ Lee.
I'm going to go Walsall, because they can be a good side on the day.
ALB thinks
And
Walsall.
they've got to find the form soon.
ALB thinks Walsall. Ashley thinks it's a draw. Sean thinks Bottle Jobs. Callie thinks Salford. Alba thinks it's a draw. Right. Acker and Stanley, who are they exactly versus Grimsby? I think Grimsby are going to win that.
Thank you,
Michael.
Doc.
Grimsby.
Haru.
Oh. I'll have to say, is it Grimsby that's playing?
Yes.
I'll have to say Grimsby for that one, man.
Jack.
Grimsby.
DJ Lee.
Giving him another chance, it's Grimsby.
Sean thinks it's Acker. Stitch thinks Grimsby. Callie thinks it's a fishy one. Callie, keep up Haru. Albie thinks Acker. Oh my god, my teeth are going. Try to rush through this, it ain't happening, is it? Bristol Rovers, Cambridge. I think Cambridge is going to win this. Michael.
100% Cambridge for that one.
Haru.
The U's.
Jack.
Cambridge.
Lee.
United, Cambridge United.
Callie thinks Bristol.
Oh,
Ashley thinks a draw. Alba thinks Cambridge. And Sean thinks it's going to be a boring draw. Cheltenham, Barnet. I think Barnet are going to win this. Michael.
I think Barnet, unfortunately, for Cheltenham.
Haru.
Barnet really surprised me last time, so I'm going to have to say Barnet.
Jack.
Barney.
DJ Lee.
where Greasy comes from in Barnet.
Callie thinks Barnet. Alba thinks Barnet. So, moving on now to Colchester Barrow. I think Barrow's going to win this. Michael.
Barrow.
Haru.
Come on the banner.
Jack.
Barrow.
DJ Lee.
Barrow boys.
Anyone else going to get results in? Calais. Alba Colchester, unexpected win. Then we've got Crawley versus Tranmere. Crawley having an absolute shocker at the minute, so I think Tranmere is going to win that. Michael.
Tranmere.
Haru.
Tranmere Rovers, Richie Smallwood.
Jack.
Tranmere.
DJ Lee.
Tranmere Rovers, isn't it?
Callie thinks Tranmere. Fleetwood Oldham. I think Fleetwood are going to win that. Michael.
Fleetwood.
Haru.
Come on the Athletic.
Jack.
Oldham.
DJ Lee.
Oldham.
Keep up, Robbie. Robbie thinks Crawley, then he thinks Oldham. I'm rushing this through, you probably can tell. Gillingham Crew. I think Crew's going to win. Michael.
Crew.
He's on a deadline.
Haru.
The Alexandra.
Jack.
Crew.
DJ Lee.
Don't get lost in Crew.
Callie thinks Crew. Robbie's taking the piss now. Right. Harrogate, Chesterfield. I think it's going to be a draw. Michael.
I think Chesterfield will not.
Haru.
Repeat the games again, Johnny.
Oh, come on, Haru.
Sorry.
Keep on. Harrogate, Chesterfield.
Oh, come on, the Chelsea!
Whatever your name is, Jack.
I'm going to have to have it.
DJ Lee. I'm losing it.
Come on, Gate!
Notts County, Bromley. I think Bromley are going to beat Harrogate. Sorry, Mark. And
You mean Notts County, not Harrogate?
yeah. Notts County are going to lose against Bromley.
Yeah,
Michael.
Yeah, Bromley.
Haru.
Come on, the Bromley!
Jack.
Notts County.
DJ Lee.
Notts County, innit?
Robbie thinks Bromley's going to win. Callie's trying to mess up and waste time. It's not Bradford Bulls. Keep up, you guys. Callie Bromley. Right. Last but not least, Swindon Shrewsbury. And I think Shrewsbury's going to win this. Michael.
That's going to be a draw.
Haru.
Shrewsbury!
Jack.
Draw.
Lee.
Swindon!
And of course, Jack has said Notts County. That's from Callie. Callie thinks Shrewsbury's going to win. And last but not least, Michael.
What game was it again, sorry?
What's on your plate?
Don't know yet. Sad.
Haru.
Oh, dirty John a kebab with garlic sauce.
Jack.
I have no effing clue.
DJ Lee.
That's not something I've ever heard of. Does it taste good, that no effing clue? I might try that. I've no idea, mate. Honestly, I can't make my mind up again today. I'm having a senior moment.
You're not the only one. I've had a sausage sandwich.
Am I? You just give me an idea there. I've got some nice Lincolnshires in fridge.
Right. On that note, with 3 minutes to spare, thank you for everybody for coming along. From Michael, Haru, Jack, Lee, Callie, Robbie, Ashley, and others. Thank you for coming along. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you do like what you've heard today, Chicken on the Loose podcast on all podcast services. Also follow me on all socials. We will be back tomorrow at 6 o'clock to talk about League One, possibly National League, and also Bradford City Peterborough versus Bradford City preview live. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and like always, up the fucking chickens. I'm gonna go and have a lie down. Good night.